Right, so we have a new roadmap for Disney Speedstorm going into 2025. So this is detailing seasons 11, 12, and 13. We also have a new community Pitstop. I'm going to talk about both in the same video because both kind of illustrate big problems that this game has. And problems that I think the game is only exacerbating as it goes on. And it all kind of goes down to the season tour. And what I mean by that is, first off, we're going to talk about the roadmap. We'll talk about the roadmap because the roadmap is the good news. We're getting 3 seasons back to back that all look and are all based on properties and IPs and movies. Obviously, we don't know who the mid-season characters for these are going to be, but we can probably ascertain who the characters in the seasons are going to be. So, season 11, the next season, starting, I believe, in mid-December, and ending around February, will be The Incredibles. Will be based on The Incredibles. Obviously very excited for this one. I reckon the characters that are going to be added will be obviously Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, Violet, Dash, and the 5th one is kind of a toss-up between Frozone and Syndrome. If I were to put money, I would say, ideally, I would have wanted Syndrome and Frozone to be playable characters. If I can only get one, it's probably going to be Syndrome who will be playable, and Frozone will be the epic crew member for Mr. Incredible. Elastigirl's epic crew member is probably going to be Mirage. Violet's epic crew member will probably be the guy that he's got a crush on, the guy that she's got a crush on, and Dash's epic crew member will probably be Jack. Just because he's the only one that's left. I don't think Dash has a specific... And Syndrome's epic crew member will be Mirage. For obvious reasons. I think if we're getting epic crew members that season, just because it's around the time of Moana 2 coming out, I reckon we're probably going to get Moana and Maui. We also have every character in that season will be getting voice lines. It sucks that that's still a thing that we're kind of being forced to be interested in, or it sucks that that's a thing that we have to get excited for. But you know. But going off of that, I can probably infer that the 2 mid-season characters... Usually the 2 mid-season characters are voiced anyway, but if every character's getting voiced, that means this is a season they want to really care about, and also the 2 mid-season characters are probably going to be big and important and interesting, and going to be ones that players will want to see done right. Season 12 will be based on Tron, not Tron Legacy.
I can do this. I know it in my bones.
Just Tron. It'll probably be Tron Legacy characters as well, because I don't think... And Tron is a franchise that I like, but I don't know a lot about. So we're probably going to see like Kevin Bridges' character. We're going to see, obviously, Tron himself. Maybe some of the characters from Tron Legacy as well show up in there. The 2 mid-season characters for this, obviously, it's a crapshoot. We might see, if I were to, just 2 characters to throw in that I think might be cool and interesting. Robin Hood and the Sheriff of Nottingham. Peter Pan and Captain Hook, maybe. Or we might see some Toy Story villains. We might see that, line up get a little bit bigger. So we might see a Zurg and a Lotso. Or like a Stinky Pete or something. And season 13 will be Big Hero 6, something I know a lot of people are very excited for. Obviously, we're going to probably see Baymax. We're probably Hiro Hamada is probably going to be a character that season as well. Yokai, and then we're probably going to see 2 more of the Big Hero 6 team. So that could either really be Wasabi, Honey Lemon, Go-Go Tamago, or Fred. We could see any of them, really. But that also will be a 5-character season as well, with 2 mid-season characters. So swap out the mid-season characters that I said before. So it's either going to be Robin Hood and Sheriff of Nottingham, or Peter Pan and Captain Hook. But also I would like to see some more Toy Story villains put into the game as well. And that kind of leads me into the community pit stop, which aggravates me to no end. And here's why. Here's why it annoys me, is because we're getting 3 seasons in a row that are exciting. Like Tron is something exciting. It's obviously something nostalgic as well, so a lot of older players are going to get something out of it. Incredibles is something we've asked about for a while. We've wanted put in the game for a while, and Big Hero 6 as well. There are also 3 that are have something in common. They're all kind of like sci-fi, fantasy, superhero things. Like, obviously, Tron is kind of outside of fantasy, but it's still... And obviously the tracks surrounding those characters are going to be insane. But the community pit stop is where my excitement for the upcoming seasons, and also my excitement for the game in general kind of takes a bit of a nosedive, because we got the news that 7-character seasons are going to last 3 months, and will have 3 season passes attached to them. Combine this with the Vault passes, and we have incredibly expensive seasons. Now, the reason... now, this is both good and bad, because I have said for a while, essentially since the voice acting change, where only certain characters are getting voices, I've said I would rather see seasons be more spaced out, and there be a longer wait time for seasons, so that when we do get a season, it feels exciting, and the season can feel complete. However, if the current restrictions stay on Golden Passes, where they cannot be purchased with in-game currency, they have to be purchased with real life money, then this is a bad change, because it means that instead of being locked out of 2 characters per season, where originally you were locked out of 1 character per season, now being locked out of 2 characters per season, you will now be locked out of 3 characters per season, possibly 4 characters per season on a 5-character season, because The Nightmare Before Christmas was a 4-character season, and free-to-play players only have access to 1, Dr. Finkelstein. If this is something, if the challenge season, or the challenge chapter, keeps being where you're going to get character shards for what would have been the event character, and more characters start getting locked behind paywalls, and if there's only 1 free character per season for every season going forward, that's bad, man. That's really bad. And I know a lot of the audience that comes into streams are pay-to-play players, and that's fine. You know, do with your money what you want to do with it. But I will always be pro pay-to-play. No, I will always be pro free-to-play, and I will always be vouching for the free-to-play player. And it feels like
Nice upholstery on this chariot.
Gameloft and Disney Speedstorm in general is constantly is always constantly staunchly against free-to-play players, and at every turn they make the free-to-play experience of Disney Speedstorm worse, which I do not like. So yes, these new characters could be amazing, and yes, I am excited to see the Incredibles come to the game. I am excited to see Tron in the game. I'm excited to see Big Hero 6 in the game. I'm excited to see what their tracks end up looking like. I'm excited to play as those characters. What I'm not excited for is how much they're going to cost. What I'm not excited for is who's going to be monetized, who's going to be free, because do you want to be playing an incredible season and only have access to Violet, for example? Or do you want to be playing a Tron season and only have access to Korra, or to whoever Kevin Bridges' character is in Tron Legacy? Ow. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the new changes or what the promise of these new changes, because we don't have any changes to how the season tour is going to work, and actually getting season tour characters. I still believe, and the only thing I can think of, we're going into the Golden Pass anyway. If you don't want to make the Golden Pass, go back and make the Golden Pass available for 1,000 in-game credits or in-game currency, change this to 1 shard. Change this to 1 shard for Sally, Jack Skellington, whoever the premium character is for that season. Make the last unlock a repeatable 1 shard for that character. That means you only need to do this 10 times, and then you got that character. Yes, you need to get to the end of the season tour, or the end of the Golden Pass to get there, to get it. But it means that every player has the option, and every player has the opportunity to unlock the premium character. And it means that mid-season characters won't be locked out. Challenge chapter characters, there will at least be a possibility for players to be able to get that. If that character ends up being the one locked behind, not necessarily a paywall, but if that ends up being the chapter that, if that ends up being the character that most people don't get, I'm more okay with a character being locked behind an immense amount of skill, an immense amount of farming, and a character being for top level players, if that character is really, really good, like Oogie Boogie is this season. The problem that I have is characters in the Golden Pass not being great, and those characters being actively monetized, and then a character that isn't a character basically being like held in your face, like you can unlock him, but oh no, you can't. Or you can unlock them, but oh no, you can't. And it being the most sought after character that season. Like a lot more people probably want to play as Oogie Boogie than Dr. Finkelstein. Like next season is probably going to be Frozen. It's probably going to be Syndrome, who's the challenge chapter character. I would like the option. I would like the ability to be able to unlock that character. I don't care. I care less about the challenge chapter character being difficult to get, because that's the whole point. The point is that it's meant to be a challenge. But locking characters behind a paywall is something I will never be behind. And the fact that we're now moving into what looks like over 50% of a roster of a 7-character chapter is going to have 5 of those 7 characters locked behind a paywall if the Golden Pass doesn't change. Five characters will be locked behind a paywall. 6 if the challenge chapters stay the same as they are. That's ridiculous. We're also getting a disparagement of time between seasons as well. A 6-character season, so 4 seasonal characters and 2 mid-season character season will be 2 months, whereas a 5 seasonal character, 2 mid-season character season will be 3 months, which means one of those months isn't going to get a mid-season character. And also one of those months is probably going to be very content light. Which means there's probably going to be more excitement for the smaller seasons. Unless we get more special events. Unless we get, then there needs to be a serious, if the game is going to go this way forward, 3 Golden Passes wouldn't be a problem if there was a way to get the Golden Pass with in-game currency. If there was even an option for that, if you could grind for that, I would be doing 5-hour streams of Disney Speedstorm weekly, doing the new season tour chapter, and then I'm more than happy to play this game for hours on end to grind up in-game currency. I'm happy to do it to get the shards in the shop. So I'm more than happy to do it to get in-game currency for the Golden Pass. I'd happily do that. I'd happily get every character maxed out to get Golden Pass characters every season. I'd happily do that. I'm not spending money on the game. I'm not spending money on the game that I already spent money on to buy it, to purchase it. And people saying, oh, the game's free. I bought the game when it was £30. It does feel like every community pit stop and every season is becoming a slap in the face. It does feel like that. I don't know. I'm gonna give this game a go. I'm gonna give this game more. I'm gonna cut the game a bit more slack. I'm gonna give it another slice of cake for the Incredibles season, just because it's the Incredibles. It's a season that I've been waiting for the game to do since launch. But after that, I don't know. Even now, I'm getting to a point where I just want to play other things. I've been playing Gotham Knights. I've been playing Sly Cooper on stream. I just want to play other things. However, one simple change, a reversion, if you will get me to put a lot more time back into this game. It's something that I don't see happening, unfortunately, but I would be beyond happy if we did go back to seasons costing 1,000 or 900 in-game currency. God, I would be maxing out every character if that was the case. If anyone from Gameloft is listening to me, please, you have someone here who wants to play the game, who wants to love it, who did love it at one point, and who still, after all of the stupid changes that you've made to the Golden Pass, still firmly says that this is the best licensed Mario Kart clone on the market, even though it is, even with the amount of silly decisions that you're making. Just one thing, and your game will go back to being one of the top things that I'm most excited to play every month, or most excited to play every day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if you are still excited for the 3 seasons on the roadmap, because they are exciting. Like, not to take it away from, we're getting an Incredible season, we're getting a Tron season, we're getting a Big Hero 6 season, not to take it away from that, because that is exciting. Those characters being introduced to the game is exciting. However, all the nasty gubbins surrounding it, all of the greed surrounding it, takes away a little bit of the excitement. And that sucks. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys hopefully tonight for the stream. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. All that lovely good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, Thankmas is coming just around the corner. The first stream of Thankmas will be on the 1st of December, and it will be leading all the way until Christmas Eve Eve. We may stop on the 20th, I don't know. There's no actual plan for the end date of Thankmas streams, so it will be, I want to go up until the 23rd, but it will probably be the 20th, but we'll see how we go. We'll see how long it takes to reach the goal. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys in the streams. Bye.